All right, we are live. Welcome along, everybody. I am armed with gummy bears for your questions tonight. So the answers will be twice as good as normal, based on having some gummy bears handy. But yeah, Tuesday night. I have just made it to this session. I'll be honest. The website is back live. It has a few issues. It's taken a lot longer than I thought. There's a bunch of pages in the background that are still not quite linking in, not quite ready. Got a few little things to line up, but fundamentally, there's something back online. Um, so, so when I direct people there, or a bunch of the links that are online have just simply been like either best case scenario coming soon, worst case scenario just link not available, not available, not available, nothing's there. So yeah, welcome along if you're tuning in. This tonight will just be a little catch up, a little connection. If anyone's got any questions, feel free to put them in the mix. I did set up, I have just the Boss RC300 at my feet, so we can play with some looping ideas and things. But otherwise, it may just be a chill session that will say hi. If you happen to be tuning in, I'll have a cup of tea and some gummy bears. I might play around with a few little ideas. But really just wanted to jump on, for those of you that know, Tuesday night, 7 o'clock. I'm here in case there's questions or things that have been very much on your brain. I had a great question today from a guy that's just picked up, Glenn. That's just picked up a Voice Live 3. Awesome, very excited, and was following along with some of the tutorials or little tips in the mix, and then found that the version his Voice Live 3 was running was still 1.0, the very first version, I believe, of the software. So they added and changed a lot during its lifetime. It very much got an upgrade. So it's interesting to see that a lot of those units are still out there. I presume someone that bought it and probably got a little bit overwhelmed with the unit didn't dive into it further, and literally left it sitting in a box for X number of years before selling it on. So yeah, it's fascinating to see that stuff come up. But from my side of things, most things have very much been working on admin. I played a bunch of shows. That's what's been happening in my world at the moment. I just sent through a message before, being like, I've done a lot of admin today. There's a lot of good things happening, and sadly, that's sometimes the case in musicians' world. It's like finding the balance of doing the admin that needs to happen, along with being like, I need to do some playing. So depending on how this goes, I will be here for a little bit. If anyone's tuning in and got any urgent questions, otherwise, I will be disappearing and actually getting to do some practice after after a long day, which admin took priority. I'm sure some of you can relate. I remember a friend Mark when he first went full time as a musician, beautiful guitarist and just excellent human. He's like, this is the least I've ever played, like that I can recall, the least amount of guitar, because I'm designing posters, organizing tours, liaising dates back and forth, setting up that you then with a bunch of tours and shows and dates, you're responding to various different people, and it's like it just it just suddenly takes a lot of work that wasn't required when you're maybe doing another role or you're an employee for someone else. And then as soon as you finished, you're like, great, I can play music, I can do that side of it. So I'll hang out for a little bit. If there's questions, feel free to say hi. I realize as well that this just got posted. The link just got posted briefly before 7. So for some of you, the last few weeks, I haven't been consistent every week. But obviously, that's the plan. Unless gigs or events get in the way of that. So feel free to say hi if you just jumped on. It is going to be a cruisy back and forth session of just questions if they come up, and if they don't come up, that's going to be very easy. I'm not gonna answer questions that don't get asked. So that's an easy option. But feel free to say hi if you'd like, and we'll chat. Otherwise, you'll probably just get my my ramblings on current life and events in the music world. Hey Rob, welcome along from Cape Town. Nice. How are things in Cape Town? I hope things are going well. Curious if you're looping and creating over there. Yeah. So in the meantime, I'll hang out. Rob, are you still there? Who knows? I'll hang out for a little bit, but yeah, I'm excited. I'm back gigging again this weekend. Got a couple of cool little shows happening. We're part of a group of different musicians that are going to be doing some shows promoting a kind of restaurant area just north of where I live, and yeah, it basically means I'm playing with Marika on the violin and doing a kind of like playing to one restaurant and tables and viewers, and then we switch with a bunch of other musicians and acts, and we go and hang out at another restaurant, another little outside area, and hang out, which should be pretty cool. It's cool in Cape Town. Been getting my foot drumming sorted. Robert, what is your foot drumming? Are you drumming live with pedals? Curious. There's man, if you want to, I don't know what you're doing. You might let me know, but there's a great guy, Sean Kirk, from Australia, that literally he set up. It's an interesting mix, actually. A few times that I've seen him, but a combination of drum triggers going into a drum module, but he's literally drumming and playing. Was using the OC3 as well. I don't know now. It's been a while. But very cool if you're looking for someone that's creating live foot drumming whilst playing. Robert, no, just a suburb in Auckland, not far north from me at all. 2 rolling kick pads for kick and snare. Nice. Yeah, I went through a phase of doing. I don't do it at all now, but I went through a phase of using a. I still have the stomp pedal for the kick, and then a tambourine as my snare / tambourine. So, that's cool. Are there some gigs coming up for you? Is there? I hope there is. I don't know, but yeah, it's honestly it adds so much if you're a solo act. yeah, cool that you've got it happening. I always used to laugh. It still happens sometimes, but when I tried to do different kick rhythms, even just like a double kick, I would want to strum the same pattern. So it's a little bit of a little bit of an insight, to be honest, into how much independence drummers genuinely have when they're playing different grooves and different timings with each different limb. So cool. Well, if you've got any questions, Robert, then feel free to put them in. I think we'll probably wrap this up as a pretty short, I may be wrong, but a pretty short little just connection to drop in and say hi. And it will be a good note for me for next week to get the link and details up a little bit earlier. But yeah, it's nice to actually be on and drop in regardless. No one man band gigs lined up for me. Cheers, brother. Nice to catch you and say hi, and thanks for dropping in. Well, I will say see you later, and hopefully it's not too cool in Cape Town for you. Appreciate you dropping in, man, and thanks to everyone that watches this down the track. Really just saying hi and connecting in on the channel so that I keep things consistent for the week that you do turn up and go, oh my gosh, I need to pick David's brains on this. So thanks, team. We'll see you later.